everyone, how have you been? Welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to show you another version where a traditional Indian vegetable dish has evolved over time to a Malaysian Indian dish by just adding tofu to the vegetable dish. Ingredients for this dish is some long beans. They are long beans, or I think they call runner beans or even yard long beans. I've seen that in a, a gardening show in the US where it was these long beans were called yard long beans. Well, anyway, I've cut them up like this in a little smaller than an inch, and then I have a little bit of red chili, a few, maybe about 3 shallots that I've sliced, and then maybe 3 cloves of garlic that I've sliced as well. And Indian vegetables always must have some spices, and these are mustard seeds, split urad dal, and cumin seeds. And then some salt, some oil, and some turmeric powder, always turmeric powder. And I'm going to also add these little cubes of tofu that I have cubed like this actually. So I'm going to show you how a proper tofu looks like, and how we get it and how we store it. So this is my tofu that I have put in this, but I think I filled it up to the brim in some salt water, and basically it looks like this. This is how the tofu in the package was. It was like this, and all I did was cut it in the middle and then sliced it the other way to get the cubes. So this is how tofu comes. This is the cubes of tofu, the big large cubes of tofu, or rather, I don't know, pieces of tofu that come in packages. And when we take, we can either leave it in the packages, or when you take it out from the packages, we put it in some salt water, we close it in a proper container, and then you put it in the fridge. That's how I store my tofu. So I'm going to use my little kadai or Indian pot. I've heated up some oil, and now for about a teaspoon of mixed spices. Okay, that's a proper teaspoon. I did it twice because my hands didn't take that much. So yeah. And now once that starts to, it's supposed to start, spluttering, or it's making crackling. That's the noise that you're supposed to hear. Can you hear that? Okay, that's what you ought to hear. And after that, you can put in all these other vegetables, the onions, the garlic, and the chili. Now, give it a little bit of a stir, and when it's a little bit brown, I'm going to add the tofu in. So as for this tofu, sometimes some people would just fry it and put it in. Some would fry and put it in at the end. Some would put it in like how I'm going to put it in, and let it sort of crumble, so you won't really see cubes. So, and it would kind of you won't really see little cubes. Some turmeric powder, that much. And then I'm going to add my tofu in. Kind of just let it sear on all sides. Sometimes I would put this in with the oil and then put the spices and everything. When I would fry it a little bit, take it out, and then put the rest of the ingredients and then add it in at the last. Sometimes. So today I'm just going to add it in all together like this. Okay, now I'm going to add the vegetable. Give it a little mix. Add some salt. About half a teaspoon. Add some water. Just a little. So maybe I can add a little bit more. Now I'm going to put the lid on and let it cook in the steam, because sometimes these long beans will take a little longer to cook. So there you go. And let this cook for about 3 minutes. So it's been cooking for more than 3 minutes actually. It's been cooking for about 4 minutes and it looks like it's done. So if you want, you can add some coconut milk in here. Um, Coconut milk is always welcome in Indian vegetables and so on. So basically this vegetable is done. Thank you so much everyone for joining me today. I do hope you would give this a shot. Incorporate some vegetarian protein in your diet like tofu. And as for the long beans that I used today, there are two versions of green long beans. There's the thinner version, which is a dark green shade, and there is a thicker version, which is a light green shade. So the one that I used today was the thicker long beans with, which is a lighter green in shade. So here's Shakila Shanmugam saying bye, guys.